Guys, I'm feeling pretty good today, and all that. I'm not feeling sick or anything. I didn't really want to go grab my trash bin, so we're not going to review Craig or Tweak. I can't review those guys right now, guys. I'm feeling way too good on an off day when I'm already vomiting over how horrible something is or my horrible sickness. Then I'll review those guys. But in today's video, can you guess what we're going to review? I'm assuming you can. We're going to review all the different Clydes, and I'll tell you my favorite to my least favorite. So right off the bat, we have Alien Clyde in my main deck. He poisons an enemy, a random one. It seems like he usually targets the right one, at least in my experience. We have him maxed out at level 4, so he's definitely my most powerful card right now. Then we have Dwarf King Clyde. He charges at the nearest enemy, and he does a substantial amount of damage to them, usually killing assassins and doing a lot of damage to tanks. I would say he's my second favorite. And in this other deck that I use quite often, we have Hook Hand Clyde only at level 2. Once I get him up to level 3, he is going to be an option for me. But right now, I can't really use him at level 2 because he can't even kill another Hook Hand Clyde at level 3. But he'll basically he'll do a lot of damage to a random enemy right when you spawn him in. That's his war cry. Usually, he'll either throw it at the tower when you really need him to hit an enemy, a certain one, or he'll throw it at the wrong enemy. That's why I would have to put him at third. Then the last Clyde we have, probably everyone's least favorite, if I had to say. Hercules Clyde. His war cry, run and hits nearest enemy with a magical force that stops their charge. It sounds good, it sounds practical. He doesn't do much damage when he hits them with the charge. That's why I would rather just use Dwarf King Clyde, because he can kill most assassins who have their full charge, or he can do a lot of damage to a tank, maybe finish him off. So that's why I would have to put Hercules Clyde in the last spot. Still a decent card, just not one I'm going to use ever. I am level 50 with 2 stars right now. I doubt I'm going to get into legendary. I really don't even want to until I level up my cards all the way up to 4, and then even maybe 4.5 or close to 5. But for right now, we're just going to review Alien Clyde. If we can get into legendary, great. If we can't, that's alright. I wasn't really expecting to. So right there, Alien Clyde would have been good to target that Timmy and poison him. He would have ended up killing him. I just decided not to, since I feel like it would have been a waste. And I didn't have him there actually. So that's the only reason why I didn't. So if we can poison this Angel Windy in the background, that's going to be perfect. We'll see if it actually happens. See, right there, he targeted the wrong one. I thought he was going to target the Angel Windy. It seems like he usually does, but that Zen Cartman goes down before that Angel Windy can use her ability, thankfully. So it didn't really even matter that Alien Clyde didn't take out the Angel Windy. All right. So he's dropping regeneration. He has some pretty powerful cards here. I'm just going to try my hardest to keep these troops alive. It doesn't look like it's even going to happen. This Angel Windy's using her ability. We just got to drop something in place of these cards, and it doesn't look like we're really going to be able to stop this. He is going to get part of my tower down there, and that sucks, but you know what? It's alright, guys. I just want to review this Clyde, and I think he's going to be probably my main Clyde forever, really. I don't think I'm going to use too many other Clydes. Maybe I'll use some in the fantasy decks when I level them up enough. But for right now, I don't really have them leveled up enough. And there is one glitch with most of these Clydes, to be honest, especially Hook Hand Clyde and then Alien Clyde. If you drop him, here, I'll try to do it. If you drop him right when he drops another troop, I'll show you what happens. Here we go. I dropped him a little bit too late, but if you can drop him right when they drop another troop, something pretty interesting will happen. He'll throw it out immediately and start running. Like, you don't have to wait for any sort of charge time like you usually do. And that Zen Cartman thankfully goes down, but I still think it's going to be a little bit too late. See, I wish that Alien Clyde would have targeted that Timmy, but it says that he targets random troops. It really seems like he wasn't targeting any random troops there. He was targeting the one in front, but usually he won't do that every single time. It seems like it's been working out for me pretty much almost always, but for some reason today it's just not working out too well, or at least in this battle. So I doubt we're going to win this one. It just seems like he has way too many troops in, and we cannot get a push going. So I will meet you back, and we're going to test out Hook and Clyde and then Dwarf King Clyde in the same deck. Then we'll try out Hercules Clyde last. So another person in leaderboards. I really don't know if I can compete with this guy. I'm kind of complaining quite a bit, but I'm just trying to get some good gameplay for you guys. I'm not complete trash, even though I'm pretty trash. If we had our Hook Hand Clyde here, it'd be perfect. I'm going to just keep dropping troops, hopefully get that Hook Hand Clyde. We're not going to get him right now. This guy actually has a Hook Hand Clyde, and he kills my Stan the Great, which is perfect for him. Sometimes the Hook Hand Clyde will kill the just opposite troop of what you really want him to kill, and we still haven't gotten our Hook Hand Clyde yet. So we're just going to have to play defense until we can get some of these Clydes going. We're going to no, we're not going to zap away the Timmy. We're just going to drop a Cartman right here. We can always use this Dwarf King Clyde if we need to. I don't know if we're actually going to, because I think it would just target that Sheriff Cartman instead of like the Timmy, which I would want him to. So it's kind of difficult to drop this guy because, like, as I said before, he targets the nearest one, but you really don't know what the nearest one is. So I don't want to drop him quite yet. We dropped that Hook Hand Clyde. I didn't even see who he killed actually, but there we go. That Timmy, he's not really going to do too much else, I don't think. All right, he drops another Hook Hand Clyde. We could drop a Dwarf King Clyde now, take out the Timmy, and then have him focus on the Hook Hand Clyde, hopefully. There we go. The Timmy's down now. Now we just have to deal with this Hook Hand Clyde with a Princess Kenny. The Hook Hand Clyde's going to get a few hits, and then that Princess Kenny is going to kill him, and then our Princess Kenny is still alive with full health. We're good. Maybe get a couple hits in on the tower. Nope, but he's going to take away all of the all of the attack of that Nelly, if not most of it, I think. Yeah, all of it actually. Nice. So now it's just time to play defense and drop these cards. Drop the Clydes. Oh, he had a Clyde of his own. So the Dwarf King Clyde doesn't do too much damage to the tower, but it was still enough to take it out. And honestly, I think this is going to be another loss, guys. For these series, I promise you there will be so many losses, especially if I'm going against someone on the leaderboards this high up. Just imagine you're like level 30 and you're going against a level 40. That's kind of what I feel like right now. You probably wouldn't have too much confidence going into the battle because you know that they are a really good player, maybe above your skill level. So yeah, I really didn't have any hope going into that battle. Going into this battle, he has a fireball, basically decimates all of my troops. But what we're going to do, we're going to go on a little rush, hopefully get something going. I don't know if we're going to be able to. All right, let's use Stan the Great's ability there. This Timmy is going to be alive for a little bit longer, but we have a couple troops rushing in. He shouldn't have fireball because he just used it, and it looks like we weren't able to do anything to this guy, which is all right. We didn't even hit the tower once, though. We did try out both of these troops. I might try them out in one more battle, but we're going to try out Hercules Clyde one more time. Or for the first time, before we try these guys out for the second, possibly. I don't know if this is going to be the last battle, guys. I'm sorry about the gameplay. I know you want to see me win, but it's not going to happen all the time. What can I say? You know, I just want to show the gameplay as it is. I don't want to go out there and get wins just for this video. I don't know if you guys want to see it. Like, if you want to see that, I can definitely do that for sure. But we're using a Zen Cartman regeneration deck, so it should be interesting to see how effective this is alongside the Hercules Clyde. I don't know really how much this guy is going to do for us, the Hercules Clyde, but we can definitely try him out. We're going to use him on some sort of charged up person. So let's see if there's anyone right now. We have that Space Warrior token. Hopefully we can use it on him. We're going to use that ability there. And he charges in and he ends up killing that Cyborg Kenny, which was actually super effective for us because he's such a weak character that I didn't really mind him dying right there. He switches back, and now we have a little bit of a rush going. We're going to drop a Poseidon Stand and maybe use regeneration. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't have Fireball. We are actually going to send in a Rat Swarm, use Poseidon Stand's ability there for that Osmo, and that Rat Swarm's kind of stuck behind all of my troops. Come on, get it in there. You got it. You got it. Let's pull everyone over. Now it's time to use regeneration just for that Zen Cartman. And he uses Arrow Storm pretty effectively. Nice job by you. That Hercules Clyde, we took out the cyborg Kenny. That could be a good option if you want. If you want to stop a rush of any sort with the cyborg Kenny, I could say drop it on drop the Hercules Clyde on the cyborg Kenny. Since the Hercules Clyde, after his charge or his war cry, he's not going to be effective. So why not just waste it on the cyborg Kenny? Take him out. Once he's dead, your Hercules Clyde will be switched teams, but he's so weak that it doesn't really matter. One of your troops should be able to take him out. All right, let's see what we want to drop. This is a pretty expensive deck, I would have to say. We are going to drop this right here. Come on, hit 3. There we go. He ends up hitting 3. Ooh, wow. All right, that Heidi's onto the tower, and she does a lot of damage. Wow, really. None of my troops are able to stop her by any means. We have an Angel Windy in the background or regeneration. Let's use the regeneration right there. Get them closer to full health. He uses Arrow Storm, which was definitely effective, but our troops are still regenning health, and we have that Princess Kenny going in. Come on, you got this. You got it. Come on. Do some damage. All right, none of my troops are doing anything, and that Hercules Clyde looks so weak at level 2. I mean, he's only level 2, so I can't knock him too hard, but still. He's looking super weak at level 2. Let's try to drag this Dougie over to us, and he is going to be dragged to our Zen Cartman, which is nice. But that guy is doing some massive damage. That program stand. Come on, Fireball takes out all of my troops right there. No. Okay, should we use regeneration? We're going to drop a Rat Swarm over there. Then we're going to get ready with our Hercules Clyde. We're going to send him in just so we can kind of storm in there, do a little damage to that Heidi. God, he's so fucking weak. He really is super weak right there. Let's watch him try to hit this Space Warrior token. He is doing some decent damage, but I think that was mainly due to the help of that Poseidon stand. There we go. We saved the game right there. Now we have to play some defense for the Cyborg Kenny. Oh my God. This is going to be a tough win, if not a draw, which I would assume is going to happen. Okay. That Hook Hand Clyde has no damage right now, so now we just have to build up a push. We're going to see if it's going to be possible. So let's use his ability right there. That Astronaut Butters is basically going to do nothing. We're going to drop Rat Swarm on Rat Swarm, then Zen Cartman as well. And now he has another Dougie. Here we go. We're going to use the Hercules Clyde ability. It's too late. He had that Program Stan ability, who almost died. Well, that's 3 losses in one video. Hercules Clyde, again, I would say it's the same order. I still think Alien Clyde's the best by far. That poison effect is super nice. Plus, he does a decent amount of damage, way more than Hercules Clyde. And Hercules Clyde, by far the worst. I would say you can switch up Dwarf King Clyde for Hook Hand Clyde. They're both really good. Hook Hand Clyde is definitely great for doing some far range damage and running in later. But what do you guys think? Do you think Hook Hand Clyde is the best? Which Clyde do you think is the best? Tell me in the comment section. I think most people think Hook Hand Clyde is the best, but I don't know. Tell me. See you later. Bye-bye.